to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Ari J, that's J-A-Y, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys how I got these box braids. It took me, let's see, I started at 8:30 and I finished around 3:30, so what, 5 hours, 5.5 hours to do these braids. There are 22 braids in my head, so about 10 less than when I did my mini twist. So let's go ahead and get into the video. All right, y'all, so I went ahead and did the back 2 rows off camera so that I could get some practice in. Let's go ahead and get into what I will be using. So I'm going to be using this Xpression Ultra Braid in the color 1B/33. So I don't know if you guys can see that, but there are like 2 different colors in there. One of them is like a reddish brown and the other one is like a black brown. Yeah, but they look, I don't know if you guys can tell, but no, it doesn't look too bad together. This is the hair. So as you can see, it's really long. It goes down past my butt to my kneecaps, on the bottom row at least. So what I'm going to do is what I did in my Senegalese twist video. I'm gonna separate it before I should go ahead and stretch it, just so that it's easier to work with, so I can actually pull it apart and get the sections I want without having to fight the hair. Okay, so for each pack I've been doing 4 braids for each pack because there's not that much hair in this pack. So what I'm doing is making sure that the brown and black are pretty even. Honestly, I don't care because it's a mix of hair anyway, so it'll make sense if, you know, some braids are mostly black, some braids are mostly the brown. So what I'm gonna do is take this pack of hair, split it in half, and then I'm gonna take each half and split it again to get 4 pieces out of the pack. I'm just gonna grab a section of hair and what you want to do is, or what I've been doing is, instead of stretching it like this, since you need 2 pieces to do the braid, I take 1/4 of the hair and section that away from the other parts, and then I stretch them individually before I wrap it. So stretching it, you're basically just pulling these in so that they're not, like, you see how that's just like blunt right here? You don't want that. So what you're gonna do is just pull it so that all the pieces are uneven, and you can keep braiding down until it won't fall apart anymore. Now that both pieces for the braid are thinned out at the ends, what you're gonna do is take that smaller section of hair that you separated off. You're gonna take it and put it on top, like crisscross on top of the bigger section. I don't know if y'all can see that well, but you're gonna take it and crisscross it over the top. And then that's gonna be 1 piece, 2 piece, 3 pieces for your braid. So now you can do a 3-strand braid. But first, what I like to do is take the piece of hair that I'm going to be braiding.
Coronavirus!
Excuse me. Make sure that it's tight, because I am using the rubber band method. And I parted these out yesterday. And that took me about, I want to say 2 hours to part this out, because y'all, me and parting don't get along. If you know, you know. So what I like to do is take some gel, and this time I'm going to be using the Main Choice Crystal Orchid Biotin Infused Hair Gel. I've had this for a while and I don't really use it because it gets flaky when mixed with certain products, or the products that I have. So I'm just going to be using it for this style. So what I like to do is take some of that, enough to really like get this hair wet, and then just rub it through that strand of hair. And then you're gonna separate this piece into two. My edge control that I'm gonna be using to blend my hair with the braiding hair is this Argan, Creme Argan Oil edge control. What you're gonna do is just sit this right on top of the rubber band and take the hair that you split in two and put it into those two side pieces. Not the middle piece, the side piece. And if you mess up, that's fine. I've been messing up like for the last 3 hours. So you just want to make sure your hair is separated before you put the braid down, because it's just going to keep everything neat. And then put one half over here and the other half over here. So this middle piece that you wrapped around shouldn't have any of your real hair in it. Okay, and then you just start braiding, but make sure that you're braiding under, and make sure that you're holding that hair down close to your scalp so that you get a good grip. And then you're just gonna braid. And what I like to do is literally braid down until you can't anymore, because then it's less likely that your braid will come down in the middle of you like wearing your protective style. And then I just compare it to other braids to make sure it's even. And as you can see, that one is a lot longer. So I'm just going to cut a little bit off on the end. And that's that. So now that I've shown you me doing a back braid, I'm gonna go ahead and finish this last row in the back, and then I'll be back filming once it's time for me to do the front, so you can see how I maneuver the front braid. All right, see y'all in a minute, or like an hour. All right guys, so first of all, there is some vacuuming and like cleaning going on upstairs, so if you can hear that, I do apologize. But I finished all of the back of my head, so 12 braids in the back. So I'm gonna go ahead and start on the front, and like I promised, I'm gonna show you guys how I angle the front versus the back. So like I said, you want to split your hair. You want 3/4 of the hair on one side and 1/4 of the hair on the other side. And then you take the smaller part and cross it over the larger part on top. And then you take that, join it together, and then you have your 3 strands for your braid. And I stretched it before I put it together. And I put a little bit of gel on the strand of hair that I'm going to be using. All right, now let me get closer so you guys can see what I'm doing. Hopefully I can give you guys a good enough view. So this piece that's hanging is actually going to go on the left side, not the right. Okay. So connect that piece of hair here, and then sit your hair on top of the rubber band. And then connect that second piece to the right side. And then from there, just want to make sure you're holding that grip up top real tight. And then you're just going to start braiding under. Okay, just like that. And then by like the third one, it should be tight enough. Third or fourth switch, it should be tight enough for you to just, you know, start braiding and let it go. As y'all may know, we are still in the hotel, so we do not have a stove, but we had a coffee maker, so I went ahead and just made some plain water in the coffee maker, and I'm going to dip my braids in there just to seal the ends. Okay, so I'm gonna make sure to get all of the ends of my braids in there. Come on. Okay. And then as those come out, I'm just going to grab them and squeeze the water out of them. Alright, so now that I have dipped my hair, I'm going to go in with this AtOne with Nature foaming wrap. So that is it. That is the end of this box braid tutorial. I really think they came out super nice and neat. There is one in here that's like super duper chunky. I don't know what happened with that one, but we're not gonna talk about it. Yeah, guys, this is it. These are the braids. Let me turn around for y'all. The back. Okay. So yeah, I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye. Yeah.